which is going to help a lot of us today in our presentation. I mean, in our business, if there's 3 days that are left, because a lot of people we give up too early before time, and there's still so much time. I had a meeting today and I was telling someone we still had a lot of time. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tangy Tangpena-Mbavi, and I'm a mother of 3 beautiful girls. I'm a wife, a teacher by profession, a network marketing business coach, a senior manager in the marketing plan of Forever, a Forever to Drive qualifier, Eagle manager 2025-2026, and I started this business in 2023. And I am here today able to here with this presentation that is actually going to help you kick off your July on a high note. So thank you, Vera, for this. Thank you for trusting me to do this. I don't know. You are my mentor after all. So if I am doing something that you're saying is the best, then it means you are the best, my leaders. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into it that we do not waste time, because we need to leave here and go make things happen for ourselves. So these are some of the skills that you need to close your goals in these 4 days. 4 days I'm including today, because we still have a night that is untouched. And in this night, we can still do a lot of things to close those goals. So what you need in these 4 days for you to close your goal. Now, your goal, that is up to you. Your goal is probably 4 CCs. Your goal is 5 CCs. Your goal is supervisor. You might be standing at 2 CC right now and you are like, I want to close my supervisor level. Let me tell you one thing. I remember the month that I closed my supervisor. I did 7 CCs in one day on the last day of the month. And that was between 3 p.m. and 12 p.m. 3 p.m. and 12 a.m., not p.m. 3 p.m. and 12 a.m. Between there, that is when I did those 7 CCs. And this is to tell you that on the last day of the month, I'm going to be honest, I did not even go to work. I sent an SMS to my principal and I said, I'm sorry, madam, but I cannot make it to work today. That's what I told her, because I needed to make sure that those 7 CCs are in the system no matter what. I remember my husband said, around lunch o'clock, I was sitting in Wimpy. My shoes were off. I was asking myself, where am I gonna get these CCs? I didn't know where the CCs were gonna coming from. There were no people that said they were gonna join the business. There was no money that was there to say I'm going to buy these CCs. But I just told myself, no matter what it takes, I'm going to close the supervisor level. And I want to tell yourself the same thing. I had a meeting today at one school, and I was telling people, not people, I was telling this lady that, you can close the supervisor even today, even tomorrow, and that is if you make a decision to do so. Because at the end of the day, we are not growing, not because we can't, it's because we are not making decisions. We are thinking too much. There's something that my mentor told me, that sometimes we think too much and think, why is this happening to me? So what can I do? So when do I become a manager? So when I become a manager, I'm going to do this and this. So if I become a supervisor, I'm going to recruit this and this. But we don't act. All we do is think, cry, stress, cry, but you are not doing an action. I had a cousin of mine that is going through a lot, and she's looking for a job. And now, when she's looking for a job or she's just looking for money, she woke up one day crying. And I asked her, what are you crying? Then she's like, no, it's just life. And then it's life, right? Yeah, you are crying, right? A lot of people, a lot of time we cry. We think about so many things. But are we actually doing anything about it? Do you actually wake up and say, I'm waking up right now, I'm going to sit somewhere or I'm going to call someone right now, I'm going to get the book and I'm going to write numbers right now? What are you doing? Sometimes we are not failing because we can't. It's because we are not doing anything. We are just thinking. We are just hoping for miracles to come from heaven. But believe me, miracles are not going to happen if you're not doing the action. And that's what I want you to tell yourself, that in these 3 days, anything can happen. Now, we had people doing more than 30 CCs in a day, in 2 days. So anything can happen if you put your mind to, if you make your goal non-negotiable. Non-negotiable, that come hell or high waters, come whatever may, I'm going to close this goal. And believe me, when you have that, you will close the goal. So what you need now in these 4 days, you need the agency. You need to understand that you only have 3 days. So you need to be very urgent in whatever it is that you are going to do. You need to do that in urgency so that you know you can have the result that you want. You have to be focused. Focus your goal. Focus on what you need to do. Focus on what you need to do to get those CCs done. When I mean focus, is everything that you're thinking about is the business. If you are going to work, every little time that you have, make sure that you are utilizing it to do something about the business so that you can get those CCs. Discipline. Now, discipline is making sure that you are doing something, making sure that you are doing it. You can have the agency, you can have the focus, but the discipline to actually say, what, I am doing it right now. I am doing it now. I'm going to do it now. That is what you need in this series. And then the last thing that you need is execution. Make sure that now you do what you said you're going to do, and you make sure that you follow through to the plan. Follow through to the plan, no matter how you feel it's hard, no matter how you feel you are not going to make it. Believe it, you are going to make it. Do not steal from your future. I love this statement from the presentation because, I was speaking again to one of the leaders yesterday, and she was saying, what, I had a goal that I was gonna close my supervisor, but right now I'm only having 3 CCs and they are not enough. So I was thinking of just going to close my supervisor in October, And I asked her, why do you think it's October? Then she said, it's because it's my bonus month. She's a teacher. My bonus month in October. I was like, what? That is you stealing from your future already. Do not steal from your future. Do you know what is going to happen when you are saying you are going to complete your supervisor level in October? Are you already aware of what is going to happen between now and October in your life? What problems might occur? God forbid you don't get problems. There's so many things that can happen in the next 4 months. A lot of things can actually happen in the next 3 months. And you are budgeting a bonus that is in 3 months from now. When there are people that become supervisor in 1 day, in 2 days, and you are budgeting for a supervisor level. And what does your bonus have to do with you becoming a supervisor? What does your bonus have to do without you becoming a supervisor? By the time that bonus comes, you are probably on your way to manager already, probably an assistant manager, if you make a decision. So do not steal from your future and tell yourself, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'll do it next month. A lot of people, you are sitting here right now and telling yourself, no, the month is already over. I'm going to do it the following month. Don't do that yourself. Don't do that your business. If you want to execute something, if you want to make something happen, you make that decision right now, and you make sure that you make things happen right there and then. You don't postpone things, because the more you postpone things, that is, for me, it's a fear. If they say procrastination, somehow deep down, there is a fear of the what if, So when you postpone things, you are giving also the devil a platform to say, what, this is exactly what I wanted. Let me block her nicely. Now let me bring up another problem so that she doesn't even do it next month again. And then next month become next month become next month. If you want things to happen yourself, if you want things to happen for your business, is you starting the right, whatever the time it is, do it that time. If you are having 2 CCs, make sure that this Friday you have done 5, you have done 4, you have closed the supervisor. If that is your goal, whatever your goal might be, make sure that don't steal from your future and postpone this goal to July, because to August, because August is supposed to start with different goals. So the goals of July cannot be goals of August. Number 1, create an absolute agency, like I said. Tell yourself right now, if you're an assistant supervisor, if you're an assistant supervisor, you are having 3 CCs, you are having 4 CCs, you are having 5 CCs. I'm telling you now, in these 3 days, starting tonight, you can close your supervisor level. For the next 3 days, you tell yourself right now, if you can repeat after me where you are sitting, you don't need to read it out loud. You can actually read it out loud because I can hear you. Everybody's on silent, on mute. For the next 3 days, nothing is more important than closing my supervisor level. I will do what others want so I can live like others can't. Tell yourself, for the next 3 days, nothing is more important than closing my supervisor level. I'll do what others want so I can live like others can't. If you are a supervisor and above, tell yourself, for the next 3 days, nothing is more important than closing my 5cc or more and help my team to close their levels no matter what it takes. I will do what others want so I can live like others can't. An assistant a supervisor and above, for the next 3 days, nothing is more important than closing my 5cc and help my team to close their levels no matter what it takes, or to close their goals no matter what it takes. I will do what others want so I can live like others can. Say that to yourself. Hold yourself responsible for that. Hold yourself accountable for that. And believe me, you are not going to believe it yourself on the 1st of August. You will sit in your room, you will sit on your bed and wonder, did I really just do this in this 3 days? Did I really just execute this in these 2 days, in these 3 days? I want you to do that. I want you to make sure that you are doing that. Tell that to yourself. Take a screenshot if you, a picture if you have to, and tell yourself, repeat it as many times as you can so that it can blend it every time when you are waking up. Tell yourself that you are going to do that and nothing is going to matter more than executing what you need to do. Number 2, contact everyone. Do not wait for people to call you. There are most mistakes that we do, is, you have somebody that said they're going to join the business at the end of the month, or the 25th, or the 20th that has already passed, and the whole time you're like, no, I've been waiting for her to call me. She said she's going to call me. You do not wait for prospects to call me when you have to close a goal. Go through your contact list right now. You may start even right now. Call your past prospect. Follow up with everyone who has ever shown interest, and somehow they disappeared or somehow they kept quiet. Send a voice note instead of texting. Don't text. When you are texting, people don't really know in what state you are. They don't know if you are happy, you are sad, or you are just forwarding it, or you are just doing it for the sake of it. Send a voice note. Let a person feel you. There's this thing when you are speaking and someone is getting goosebumps. Someone is, feeling what type of state you are writing. So do that. Send a voice note instead of only texting, and call them, write them down, and say, you know what, I'm going to start here. I'm going to first go to my old prospect. Then I'll get those people that said they were interested, but then they just disappeared weirdly. And then I'm going to send them voice notes. Send them voice notes. Your goal is to speak to at least 30 to 50 people per day in these 3 days. In these 3 days, guys, it looks like it's so many, but it's not. Imagine how many people you talk to per day. Per day, how many people do you talk to? Doesn't matter if you are replying their text, if you are replying on Facebook, you have spoken to someone like that. So put that into your own work and say, anything that is not my business related this past 3 days, I'm letting it go. Except if it's your job, you can if you are going to work, you can work. But make sure that apart from that, you are concentrating, you are focusing on making sure that you have to make that goal happen. Guys, this is the 7th month of the year, and we will only be left with 5. And you want to make things happen in 5 months, because manager level, ladies and gentlemen, is not 6 months, it's 4 months. So if it's 4 months, it means that you are only left with this month until December to close your manager level. And believe me, it's very possible. It's very possible. In 2023 times like this, I have made a decision, like I'm going to close my manager level come hell or high waters. I didn't know where I was going to get the people or anything, but I've made a decision. What's important is you making a decision right now and say, I'm going to make sure that I call these 30 to 50 people. I'm going to send the voice notes. I'm going to send I'm going to call few people, but make sure that you are doing it and you are ticking off whoever you speak to. Number 3, present every day. This is very crucial. I remember when I was sitting in that Wimpy on the 28th of February 2023, and I'm talking to people. When I put down a call, I start another one. When I put down a call, I start another one. When I put down a call, I start another one because I needed to close. The more presentation you do, the higher your chances of closing this. Now, there are so many presentations we can do, guys. One-on-one presentations. You can do this by meeting these people face to face, and speak to them if you have to. You can call them to wherever you are if they are willing to come and do this presentation. Do the 3 to 5 way calls on local lines, like in Namibia, for example. You can be on a 5 way where you are 5 on a call. 5 people on a call. You can be on a call with your manager and then your other 3 prospects and then yourself. You can be, we are here as your managers. If you are in this meeting right now, I know you have a manager. And a lot of people, I don't know why we don't take up this opportunity to abuse our managers. Guys, let me tell you something. Our managers like it when we abuse them. We like to be abused by you guys because this is what builds you and this is how you learn you yourself. So the more you call me to say, Tangy, let's do this presentation, the more I know you are learning and the more I see your determination and your commitment to do this business. So in these 3 days, I'm sure every manager right now is free to give themselves to their downliner and speak. Unless if you found them doing something and they'll say, come back to me in a few minutes for what? But the drive, the pushing, it's continuing. If she's busy, find the next one, find another one, because within your team, there are also several managers, meaning that you can call any of those managers. You can call them. Do your WhatsApp presentation. WhatsApp presentation, take 25 people. A maximum of 25 people on those WhatsApp presentations. So do a WhatsApp link. If you have been people from different countries and you probably don't have a Zoom, do the link. Speak to those people in whatever countries that you have to speak to if your people are out there, and speak to the people. Do a Zoom presentations. I have a presentation, for example, that it's running on a daily basis. I pay for it every month. Anybody you can request and say, my leader, I need a presentation that is going to start from what? And tell your manager to do that. Guys, these things are there for us to help us, making sure that we are maximizing on this thing so that we can reach our goals. So don't be giving up on your goals when there's so many things that we can do to make sure that we close this thing. Home presentations, guys. Guys, I did a home presentation 3 days ago where I went to somebody's house. I went there, the lady wanted to hear about the business, but there was so much. No, I cannot meet you. And I said, what? Can I come to you? Can I come to your house? And when I go there, I'm showing you that I care and I know that you have the potential or what it takes for you to be in this business. Do whatever you have to do, guys. If you have to go knock at people's houses, I say, go knock. Tell them I need to sell these products quickly because I'm selling these amazing products, and it's month end. Maybe you can get yourself and family products. Do it if you have to. Because back in the days, even before the phone and social media, that's what people used to do. And right now, you can use anything that you know is going to bring you the results. You can use every strategy in the book to make sure that you are reaching the goals that you want to reach. Now, the skills are here. Don't sell only products. Also make sure that you are sharing an opportunity that can change lives. So when you are speaking to those people, make sure that this opportunity that you are telling them about, it's for something that can change their lives forever. And if you know that you can do it, you are not confident enough to do it right now, especially for assistant supervisors, maybe you are new, or maybe, you are, get someone to do it for you. Get someone to get on a call and say, let's do this for me quickly. Help me with this. I need to close this level no matter what. No matter what. Guys, you postpone your goals too much. Every month is every month. It's already 3 days. It's over. It's not over. If I was able to do 7 CCs in one day, not knowing or understanding where I'm going to get them, but I did them because of a decision that I made and because I refused to give up on my goals. The moment you give up on your goal, the devil is celebrating that I hit a jackpot. In your face, he is celebrating, and all the others in the darkness, they are celebrating. She didn't do it. That is exactly where you are. So you need to stand up and say, no matter what it takes, I'm going to have to make it happen. And let God make a public show, ladies and gentlemen, because they will actually one day say, we tried, but they did not win you. You pushed. You pushed your business. Number 4, master the follow up, guys. Most people don't join after the first conversation. Understand that. Most people don't join after the first conversation. Some people you have spoken to them already. Some people you brought them into the presentation. Now go back and ask, what did you like most in the video that I sent you? What did you like most in the presentation that you just had? What question do you still have? I love using the third one. On a scale of 1 to 10, where will you rate yourself if you are to join between today and Friday? You ask them that question. If they say 7 out of 10, then why don't we just start? What is stopping us from starting right now? If they say 1 out of 10, then you ask the next question. What is stopping you from getting closer to 10? What is the problem? Is there anything that you don't understand that I can actually start? That I can actually help you with. Follow with questions that are keeping the conversation going, and not to block yourself when the person said 1 and you are saying, okay, if it's 1, what can I do to make it, to bring it closer to 7 or 8? Because the person is saying 1 is more like he's not interested. So you don't say, why are you saying 1? No, you say, if it's 1, what can I do to bring it closer to 7 or to 8? So that you can join. And if you give us, and then they give it, then you say, what is stopping you from getting started today? If they say it's money, hold them accountable and say, you know what? If we are starting on Friday, you need to give me a word, because I'm going to come to you and we are going to start this. Don't say I'm going to call you. You tell them I'm going to come to you. Then we can get you started. If they are out of town, I'm going to get someone to come to you, and then you get started, whoever is in that particular town. For that one, they will make sure that, hey, this is serious, and I definitely have to join this. I have to make sure that I get to join this. Listen more than you speak. Listen to what they say. Don't block them when they are speaking. Don't jump in when they are trying to explain themselves. Listen carefully so that you know what question am I going to follow next, so that the conversation can keep going. So master the follow-up. So if you have spoken to people already, if you have invited people to certain presentation already in the past week or this week, do the follow-up. So if you are sending videos tonight, or if you are sending audios tonight, do the follow-ups. You know that you can have a 10-minute audio of presenting this opportunity. I have recruited 2 people with that. And then you just follow up. And then you just follow up. So you can actually do that. Number 5, I need you to handle objections with confidence. In these 3 days, handle objection with confidence, because you have a goal and you can fall off the goal. You can get off the goal. You can fall off the goal. You have a goal to finish. You have a 4cc to finish. You have a 5cc to finish. You have a supervisor to finish. You have an assistant manager to finish. You have a manager to finish. Whatever is that you have to finish, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot fall off the goal. Handle objection with confidence. Common objective that you will hear from prospects or customers: I don't have money. I need time. I'll think about it. Respond with questions that help them think differently, instead of arguing with them, or instead of giving up too fast, or instead of getting demotivated. So what do I do if the person says, I don't have money? I quickly go to, for me, if you don't know what to do, you quickly go to ChatGPT and say, my prospect answered me like this. Or you just take a screenshot, put it on ChatGPT and say, my prospect just answered me that. What do I say next? So that you keep the conversation going. Don't stop when a person says they don't have money. Don't stop when a person says, I need time. Don't stop when a person says, I will think about it. That should create you another conversation starting from there. So you need to continue, because you have a goal. You have a goal. So you need to master these things. You need to learn these things. And you need to know that right now, there is no room for feeling sorry for myself. There is no room to say to go against them, but you want to flow with them. Right now, and at this moment, in these 3 days, you are flowing with what your prospect is saying, because what I can tell you is you need to show them also to continue that. Number 7, use social proof. Use social proof. Share team success stories, or there are so many success stories in Forever. You can share, you are speaking to, if you are speaking to, I don't know, someone who's a teacher, use someone who's a teacher's story. If you are speaking to a doctor, use doctors, use engineers. If you are speaking to cleaners, use maids, there were so many stories of people that have been successful in Forever from different walks of life. If you have attended meetings, you know a lot of them, because that is a mistake also a lot of people do. A lot of people don't know stories of people because they don't attend meetings. That is why it's so important that you as an FBO, at whatever level you are, you do not miss this presentation, because you are missing out on a lot of stories that you can learn and share with your prospect. So it's very important that when you are closing, when you are about to close, you need to emphasize on success stories. You need to emphasize on product testimonies. You need to emphasize on recognition. Today I was speaking to one lady in town, and I told her, I just told her, and I can't wait to see you in November for the graduation. I actually used the word graduation. Then she was like, what do you mean graduation? And I said, no, we graduate also. It's called Success Day. So if you are to join today or tomorrow, you are already having a chance to go stand in front of the whole Forever Living Products Namibia and few people and other people from different countries in the SADC that are going to come. And what do you mean by that? The same way you graduate, people love these things. This is you already telling the person that you are going to be recognized in front of people just by starting your business. Just by starting your business. Share the trips, traveling trips that people do. Recently I've been prospecting with the Sun City trip. I would tell people of we will be going to Sun City lately. I mean, recently, very soon, and this will be an opportunity for you to go. Let me read you one that I just shared with someone recently. Yeah, I've said with them like, hi, and this person actually said, I said, this person is doing another network marketing business. And I said, I'm not going to mention the network marketing business. This is what I said. This was on the 25th of July. So it was now. I posted on her thing and I said, I swear you would be far by now if you were in this Forever. I've heard of that business, and I've seen people coming to Forever, and I have been to I have been already so qualified for so many things in that 3 years. I've seen people, there's one that had even gone to more than 5 countries already, only in 2 years, qualified for a car already, have started this business in 2024, and they are making over 50,000 already. You are so powerful and you can be more. I understand it's hard to leave a team behind on one business that you have already built a team, and not everybody can do it, but I love your work ethic and commitment, love. And I ended with love. Now, this statement, I'm not telling a person to leave their network marketing business that they are doing. I'm telling them of their potential, that our business is heavy. And then she said, I admire your courage to come in my inbox and tell me what you think. Thank you so much. That's what this person said. And I said, yeah, I did that because honestly, you work so hard. I've seen you posting in and out with all that potential in my type of business. You could be far by now. I'll be headed to Sun City recently, after the Forever page send me money for me and my husband to travel for Eagle Manager Retreat. And I know if you were in this business by now, you can be going with us. But the next one is coming and we are going to Dubai. And I'm definitely, if you would like, I can have dinner with you and I can take you more into this type of business. Guys, it's really amazing because it's even willable. We have four 3 traveling initiatives a year, and we have extra that comes in with the team. I just said that. And then this person say, okay, maybe you can let me get my coin so that I can get you started. I said, send me your number. That was today. I said, send me your number. And then she sent me her number. This is a person that just posted about 11,000 of their in their network marketing business that someone else received. And then she said, I know it's not mine, but in the future, I know I'm coming to share my story here. But I know she has been doing this business for over 4 years now. I've been following her for a long time. And I say, no, I'm gonna text her today. Today, I'm gonna do a presentation for her after this meeting. So this is to say, go hard, go crazy, because you have no idea who is coming to share your goals. I want you to go on my status. If you saw on my status today, there's a video that I was just saying it randomly when I was again going on my way to another school that I went to do a presentation. So I did a video on it. I just about, anybody who has been watching and you've been wanting to, and I have about 4 people that replied to that same video asking, how do I join? Honestly, these are not lies. I can even send it to you, the group after this. They ask, how do I join? Now, even if they are not going to join, but this is to show you that when you want to close a goal, you need to do whatever it takes. And when I thought of that video, it's because my mind is on maximum. My mind is thinking every time, what can I do to maximize on my CC? What can I do to recruit again in these 3 days? What can I do to reach the goal that I want? And I was like, let me just do a video, And then, people texting me, asking, how do I do it? But it's not as if these people didn't have my number. It's not as if they didn't know I'm in forever. They knew. But sometimes you need to do what you can do to wake people up. People also want to see you. So tell people about this. Bonuses. Right now, I know we are not allowed to speak about our money because Forever does not allow it. But right now, if you can speak to someone, just the 2 of you, between the 2 of you, without you sharing it on your social media, you can do that. Go ahead if you have to and say, look, I just recruited someone last week and this is what I got paid. If you got paid already, maybe on the 21st, or you got paid on the 11th, you can tell someone to join now, and then they're going to get paid already on Monday if they recruit. So someone telling you that like that, if you tell them that, if you recruit someone today, you can already get paid on Monday. Who would not want to get paid in 2 days of doing this business? So use every strategy in the book to make sure that you are reaching your goal. And also, show the before and after results, especially when it comes to the product or to the income that you got when you started and after 2 months in the business, or after a year in the business, after 5 months in the business. If you have used your C9, go get your prospect or your client and show them the before pictures. You can show them the before pictures of, we have people like Coach Penny, Selma Angolo, Esther Karenya, people that I know have used the C9. We have people like Saeed, we have Dama, we have so many people. You can show them, I know this guy. I can even put him on a call right now. Call them and say, hi, I'm on a call with my client. I just wanted to know that I do know you, that you are the person in this picture. And then the person doesn't need to do a presentation. It's simply just to say, yeah, it's me. And I tell you, whatever the lady is telling you, those things work. That is it. Because you are trying to maximize on your CCs, your results. You don't know who is coming out to say, you know what, I'm going to buy that CC, that C9 on Friday. People believe what they see. People like seeing things, and when you show them things. If while you are communicating with them, you are sending those videos already. You are sending them the pictures or the before, after, the bonus of the trips. You are sending them because you are trying to maximize. Now, you're not going to just send and bombard them with things. It depends on what you're speaking to this particular person. Because proof is what makes people actually act. And if they say no, ask for referrals. Even if someone says no, don't just say, okay. Continue with the question. Who do you know that is looking for an extra income or better health? Maybe they know someone in their family. Maybe somebody at work said something, or maybe at home somebody said something. Who do you know that is looking for an extra income or better health? Understand that every no can lead to a yes. Maybe they can even say, oh, coming to health, maybe I can buy products. This person might not have joined, but they are going to buy products at least. Or maybe they are going to they are going to buy products for someone, their mom, their dad, their husband, their kids. But what you want, you are maximizing on your CC. So every CC counts, every conversation counts, every statement that comes out of your mouth counts to that. And that's what you want. Number 8, I need you to stay emotionally strong. This one is very important. A lot of you are gonna, you are going to, it's going to, I'm gonna tell you the day I closed my supervisor, I cried. I don't know how many times, probably even more than 6 times. I cried. I've been crying. I will cry while I'm speaking. I will cry while I'm thinking of the next strategy. But I needed to make sure that I close those levels no matter what. So you need to stay emotionally strong and not give up and go, put a whole blanket on your head and say, you know what, I'm done, no more. There's no such things. We don't give up. Even the Bible said it so many times. You do not give up. So don't take rejection personally. Don't take rejection personally, ladies and gentlemen. Remember what we said before, every no brings you closer to a yes. So just because someone said no doesn't mean it's over. It's either you continue the conversation to come up with something, or you move on to the next person. Consistency is what beats the emotions. So once you speak to someone and the someone says no, you continue to the next. You don't just give up simply because somebody said no, or maybe 2 people said no, 10 people said no. Now I'm done. I don't know who else to talk to. No. If you don't know anybody to talk to, go back. If you are done with your WhatsApp, go to Facebook. If you are done with the neighborhood, go back to the neighborhood in the village. If you are done with the neighborhood with the village, go back to the neighborhood of your auntie that you went to visit one day. But go to everyone. Fight until the last minute, no matter what. Fight until the last minute. Do whatever you have to do to make sure that you are closing those goals, because it is possible. It is possible. In Lucas chapter 1, verse 37, it says there's nothing that is impossible with God. And I want you to tell you the same, that there is nothing that is impossible with a decision that you decide to do. As long as you don't take things personally, I tell you that anything can happen. Anything can happen. All right? And then we move to the next one now. Number 9, pray, cry, and work. Very important. I don't know if I'm making sense. Cry was not there, but I have to add it there because I know a lot of us. They say if you haven't cried in forever, then forever is not into it. If you haven't cried in forever, then you haven't fought for a goal yet in forever. If you haven't cried in forever yet, it means that you have not cried, you have not had a goal that you really wanted to achieve no matter what, because you will have to cry. Every leader, every manager in forever, they will tell you, when I was closing what? I cried, because you made it a decision. You made a decision and said, I'm going to make it happen no matter what. And that making it happen, sometimes it feels like it's not happening, and that is where the crying comes. Sometimes it feels like it's not going to happen. Sometimes it feels like there's nothing that is happening or no one is coming through, and that is where the crying comes in. But you still do not give up. You walk. Commit your goals to God. Pray, cry, and walk. Pray, cry, and walk. Proverbs 16 verse 3, it said, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plan. Now, you cannot commit to God that you're going to finish your 5cc, you are going to finish your supervisor, you are going to finish your assistant manager, you are going to finish your manager, and then on Thursday you give up. And then on Friday at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., you give up. You need to follow through with the plan. Put in the work with dedication and excellence, and let God do his work. As long as you are doing your part, and your part is you are praying and you are working, and then leave everything to God. Don't leave everything to God while you are watching a Netflix, while you are watching Jonas, while you are, you are doing that while you are calling people, while you are sending voice notes, while you are inviting three-way calls, while you are checking the systems, how many CC, how many are missing, while you are writing in your notebook, 1.0 CC done, 0.2 CC done. So how many left? You have to be busy. You have to be busy. Every CC that is coming in, even if it's a 0.2, you are writing it down. Even if it's a 0.1, 0.3, you are writing it down. It actually has to start from 0.2 because 1,000 is 0.2 something CC. So you are writing down every dot of things that you are doing in these 3 days because you have a goal. If you forget one person that did a 0.3, meaning that you are already missing something on your goal. So you need to be dedicated. You need to be committed and make sure that you are doing whatever you have to do with excellence because you have a goal to achieve. You have a goal to achieve, ladies and gentlemen. That is what it takes in this few days. You have to do things that you never thought you could do because you want to make sure that you are reaching. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at people that are laughing at Jonas. It just honestly, there are people that will say, you know what, I'm gonna give up. I'm just gonna watch my Jonas that I said I haven't watched. I said I'm gonna watch. I never watched. That person have already given up. And you go open Netflix to watch Jonas, and then what happens after Jonas? Now you are going to cry about a lady that is being abused or being, and then your business is there also watching you crying for Jonas. Like what do you want in life? What do you want to achieve in life? And imagine what type of thing you are giving up to go do. Even God is like, are you seriously about the prayers that you are doing? Are you seriously doing, are you seriously about what you say you want to do or you say you want to become? You need to be committed. You need to be committed, right? Next, number 10. We are almost done. This one is going to be short because I need you guys to get back to it. Operate like a supervisor already. A lot of us, we are not operating like supervisors. We are still operating our businesses like we are still prospects. If you want to make things happen for yourself, if you want things to make happen for yourself, guys, act like it already. Act like it already. Act like it already. Work like a supervisor already. Walk and speak like a manager already. Dress like a manager already. Lead like a manager already. Lead like the title you are pursuing. We are here, we are different, we have different goals. So lead like the title or the goal that you are pursuing right now. Ask yourself a question. I want to be a supervisor, but am I doing or am I leading like a supervisor is supposed to do? Am I speaking to prospects like a supervisor is supposed to do? When I show up at school or when I show up at office tomorrow, I need to feel like a supervisor because I know in 2 days from now I'm going to be a supervisor. Because I know in 2 days from now I'm going to be a manager. So walk like it, talk like it, dress like it. People follow confidence and leadership. The reason sometimes people are not following us, they are not joining us. Those things are very important. You come in the office like you are tired, and then you are telling someone to buy your aloe vera gel, but you look tired yourself. Like, how is the aloe vera going to help someone if they are not helping you? Go in full energy on heels, having your aloe vera gel in your hands, and everybody's going to ask you, why are you so energetic today? What is wrong with you? People should see something wrong with you, then you are doing it right. They say, if people are not laughing at you in forever, if people are not wondering what's wrong with you, you are doing it wrong. But when they are laughing at you, when they are on your case being annoyed by your products and your presentation, you are doing it right. So if you are at the office right now and nobody's laughing at you, and nobody's being annoyed by your products, and nobody's being annoyed by the business that you are doing, and nobody's even asking you a question about your annoying business, or maybe asking things to degrade you or to demotivate you or to embarrass you or to mock you right now, it means you are doing it wrong. But when they are doing that, it means you are doing it right. you are doing it right, and keep doing it. People follow confidence and leadership. And when you do that, is because you are committed no matter what people say. And that is what a lot of people fear. They are not mocking you because you are funny. They are mocking you because they can see the difference in you. Because they are not used to that. And people don't like change. They want you to be the boring you that have been boring. So dress up, look good. And when they ask you what's wrong with you, then you tell me I'm a supervisor. And then you can, when did you become a supervisor? There was no post at the office. No, I'm a supervisor in my business. In my business, we don't apply for supervisor post. Everybody's welcome to become a supervisor. Hold yourself accountable and walk through the plan. Make sure that you are working through your plan. Now, I need you guys to do homework in these 3 days. 3-day action plan, ladies and gentlemen. Morning, when you start, pray. Number 2, set your daily target. So if you are an assistant supervisor, I don't know how many CCs you are having right now. If your goal, if you are standing at 3 CC, now make sure that by tomorrow, let 3 CC be done. I don't know how you are going to do it, but you need to set yourself a target. Call your manager right now. Call your supervisor right now. Speak. I need a target. How do I set my target for tomorrow? How many CC can you help me set my target? If you don't know how to set your target, call them and say, okay, I'm standing at how many CC? What am I supposed to do? What are we going to do? Number 3, make sure that you are making 20 calls to 30 calls starting tonight. Make sure that you are sending those audios and whatsoever tonight, because maybe calls are not nice until a person wants them themselves at this time of the night, but you can send the audios. You can send them the audios this time of the night, right? So that even when they wake up or later in the night when they are going to bed, they are going to see it. They are going to see it. So you want that. So you are not going to, after this meeting, you are taking a notebook right now. You are going in the chair and you are going to start making things happen. Start making things happen right now and making sure that you are doing it every day. In the afternoon, contact presentations. Now, presentations can be whatever type of presentation. It can be one-on-one presentation. It can be calls or 3-way calls presentation. It can be WhatsApp presentation. It can be Zoom presentation, but make it one-on-one. Make sure that you are doing something during the day, during your lunch hours, if you are having lunch, during your off time, if you are having off time, make sure that you are doing something before the office. Don't just rush home if you have people at home that are already there doing things. Maybe if you are the one that is doing everything at home, you can rush home. But if you don't, sit at the office and say, I'm going to stay at the office until 8 o'clock. Let me make things happen for my business. I used to stay in my class. I remember before I closed the supervisor, we knock off at 1 o'clock at 1:20. And my husband used to pick me up after 5. I will be in my class. Even my first person that I recruited them in my class. And they are nurses. They drove from wherever they are. They walk and I told them, come to school. I even remember people at school saying, Miss Penna is very serious these days. She stays up at 5 until 5. I was not staying up until 5 doing schoolwork. I was staying up until 5 executing my supervisor to make sure that by the end of February, I become a supervisor. Meet your prospects. If someone is saying it's ready, someone is saying, they want to hear more. If they are rejecting calls and presentation and they are in your town, ask to meet them. Can I come to your house? Can maybe we meet up at lunch? Can I, ask for such things. People hardly reject people when you say, can we meet for dinner? Can I come to your house? Can we meet for lunch? People don't hardly say no to such things. So suggest such things, and you say, what, I'm coming to meet. Go speak. Go speak. Go show them all these people that relates to them. Follow up with everyone from your previous day. Now, the people that you are going to speak to tonight, and today, make sure that tomorrow you are following up with these people. Even some that you've spoken to, you are following up with them tomorrow. And in the evening, again, continue with the presentation. Do the presentation, Close those decisions. Recruit people that time of the night. Is a nice way to write those forms. Plan the next day, appointment before you sleep. Don't sleep and say, okay, let the next day come. No. What are you going to do the next day that are going to take care of the few CCs that are left? What are you going to do? How many people you are going to speak to? You want who and who and who and who. Sometimes you already have the names. You are just going to say, okay, no, tomorrow I'm going to speak to Selma, 30 people. I'm going to speak to this. However I speak to them, if I'm going to give them a call, if we are going to get on three-way calls with them, with my manager, whatever is that to do, you need to put everything in place. Because remember that your manager is also having other downliners that are having the same target. You want to act. You want to act. Because when you call them and they say, okay, somebody just called me, I'm going to have you guys in one presentation on WhatsApp. Let's do it together. You want to act, guys. You are not going to sit and say, you know what? She's already doing something. Come up with something. Can we maybe together? Can we do it together with that person that already called you? You have a goal and you are not going to give up so easily. You have a goal. And your goal is to be achieved by the end of the 3 days. Now, I want you to repeat yourself now with this winning mindset. After now, I hope you have taken a picture of your 3 days action plan that you are going to do in these 3 days. And make sure that you are executing. You are putting in those orders. You are not only following up, make sure that you are sent, even if, sometimes I even tell people that don't, when you are closing orders like this, it's always better to sit at the station place. And then you know what, you can send in emails. Send in emails for those orders. If people are doing orders, send in the emails. Send in the orders through emails. Because sometimes I feel you move from here to the product center if you are in Windhoek and there's too much time. And then now you are in the line and then that whole 2 hours you are sitting there in the line, you could have spoken to 5 people, to 10 people. Send someone. Send your child. If you have a child that is twice enough. If you have a cousin, or send them to do those things for you while you are doing the work here on the ground. For me, Mr. Mbabi, do those things while I'm busy on the ground. So you want to make things happen. You do not want to go stand in the line of the depot from 1 o'clock to the 4 o'clock. How many hours have you wasted? How many CCs could you have been doing in those 3 hours? Because believe me, I know you are not going to be presenting sitting in that line. You can maybe go there on the last day when you're like, quick, send the order, I'm here. You want to maximize on that, right? Now, I want you to repeat after me, or I want you to read it for yourself and tell yourself that for the next 72 hours, I refuse to be distracted. Every call matters. Every follow-up matters. Every presentation matters. I am not chasing a title. I am becoming the leader my team deserves. I will finish strong. I will close supervisor, and I will close any level that I want to, and I will give God all the glory. If you are closing supervisor, you put supervisor. If you are closing a 5cc, a 10cc goal, put that one. If you are closing manager, put that. For the next 72 hours, let me make an example of myself. For the next 72 hours, I refuse to be distracted. Every call matters. Every follow-up matters. Every presentation matters. I am not chasing a title. I am becoming the leader my team deserves. I will finish strong. I will close 10 CCs, and I will give God all the glory. Remember, activities create results. So don't go chase results when you are not doing activities. Do the activities, and then the results will come automatically. In those 3 days, increase your business conversation. Not just conversations, increase your business conversations, presentations, and follow-ups dramatically. I was supposed to capitalize that dramatically, because you have something that you need to do or something that you need to attain. The person who talks to the most qualified people with the right attitude gives themselves the best chance to reach their supervisor level, to reach their manager level, to reach their monthly target. And that's how people become in forever. That's how people become in forever. And before we close off, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand the same God who gave you this business idea will give you those clients in these 3 days, will give you those business partners in these 3 days. Believe it, live it, and do it. Just do it. Don't postpone it. Don't give it up. Just do it. And for me, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tangy Tangpena Mbambi, and that's what I brought you up for today. And I hope I have made somebody today starting right now to go put in the work, to go put in the action, because that's what it takes for you to get to the level that you want. That's what it takes for you to reach the target that you want. Thank you so much with this, Veronica. Thank you for trusting me with this more training for our team. And I hope we are going to maximize in these 3 days. Thank you so much. Over to you, Vero.
Thank you so much. That was really powerful. I think I don't have much to add on what our leader has just shared with us. We just need to go and close this month on a high, okay? And I love what he said. Everybody was laughing, but that's so true. Don't just go and pray. You need to put in the work. Don't go and pray and start watching Jonasi, it's not gonna work. We need to be able to give God the platform to to bless us. And she has shared with us a good timetable where we can be able to use for these 3 days. And so thank you so much, Tanky. And I'm really looking forward to closing this month on a high for everybody. You are winning, guys. You're winning. I see Halima here just chatted here. And let me just share with you one thing that Halima told me today. Just before this meeting, about an hour before, she said, Leader, I'm going to sleep. And she was like, I'm tired.